This video presentation is to demonstrate how to use the sum and difference formula for sine and cosine. If we want to find an exact value such as cosine of 15 degrees, we will need to use the sum or the difference of two angles for sine or cosine. Since 15 degrees is not listed on the unit circle, so we will have to figure out a way to use the unit circle for us to find the exact value of cosine 15 degrees. So think about it in this way, where we know if I have a cosine of 15 degrees, which we can rewrite as cosine of 60 degrees minus 45 degrees. To use the unit circle, we need to think about the angles on the unit circle that can somehow help us to come up with the 15 degrees. So we can think of 60 degrees minus 45 degrees. So to use the difference of two angles for cosine, the formula says it's going to be cosine of alpha, which is our 60 degrees, times the cosine of beta, which is my second angle, 45 degrees, plus the sine of the 60 degrees times the sine of 45 degrees. If you can recall, on the unit circle, cosine of 60 degrees is half, times cosine of 45 degrees. Cosine of 45 degrees on the unit circle will be square root of 2 over 2, plus the sine of 60 degrees is square root of 3 over 2, times sine of 45 degrees is also square root of 2 over 2. So if we multiply half times square root of 2 over 2, we should get square root of 2 over 4, plus square root of 3 over 2 times square root of 2 over 2 should be square root of 6 over 4. So since the denominators are the same, the least common denominator will be 4. So if we add out the numerator, that would just be square root of 2 plus square root of 6 over the least common denominator is 4. So the exact value of cosine of 15 degrees will be square root of 2 plus square root of 6 over 4. Now let's do an example with sine of 15 degrees. We can use the same technique, just use a different formula to find the exact value of sine 15 degrees. We can say sine 15 degrees is the same thing as sine of 60 degrees minus 45 degrees. To use the formula, sine of first angle minus the second angle is sine of the first angle times cosine the second angle. Sine of my 60 degrees is the first angle times cosine of my second angle, 45 degrees. The formula says minus the cosine of 60 degrees, first angle, times the sine of 45 degrees. Let me scroll back up. Okay. Sine of the first angle times cosine of the second angle minus cosine of the first angle times sine of the second angle, called the beta here. So sine 60 degrees on the unit circle, that'll be square root of 3 over 2 times cosine 45 degrees, square root of 2 over 2, minus cosine 60 degrees, which is a half, times sine of 45 degrees, square root of 2 over 2. Now if we multiply these, that will be square root of 6 over 4 minus square root of 2 over 4. Since the least common denominator is already the same, which is 4, we can just subtract the numerator, square root of 6 over square root of 2 over 4. So to find the exact value of the sine of 15 degrees, we use the angles on the unit circle that will somehow come up with a 15 degree. So our trick here is using 60 degree minus 45 degree, which is equivalent to 15 degree, and use the difference of two angles for sine of 15 degree. Exact value will be square root of 6 minus square root of 2 over 4. And that will conclude this video presentation.